What is up, you guys? Welcome to Tandem Thoughts with Tristan and Danny. Working title? Maybe. We don't know. Fuck it, I'm fine with Tandem Thoughts.
I don't mind it, except I feel like it's not us. It's not something that we were both like, this is so good. Definitely not you.
Yeah, Tandem Thoughts.
Because you were really excited about. Tandem is the bike with the two people on it. So that's why Tandem Thoughts worked, because there's two people on the podcast. Right? But you really wanted Waffling About.
I really wanted Waffling About.
Staring at the mixer.
Well, yeah, just because you're talking like this, which you were not talking like that like the entire day. So now I'm like thrown off. I'm like,
that's how I talked.
No,
okay, so I should put it right here.
Within the comfort of your own home.
Maybe I'm just not putting it close enough to my. Is this which one's me? It looks like I'm talking just fine into it. Yeah, or like my voice isn't low.
No, it's not low, but it's.
But you're used to me screaming at you.
Yeah, you see you yelling at me, making fun of me, calling me a loser, saying nobody wants me, calling me worthless, all these other stuff that
you're not supposed to say those things on the podcast. Now everybody's gonna think I'm an asshole.
That's what you say when you used to work. When we used to work together, you would go on the walkie. You would go like, "Hey guys," I'd be like, "Hey, Tristan, where do you want me?" And then hold on.
I hope that doesn't have battery.
You go like,
we're gonna get sued.
Like, hey, this is Tristan. Where would you like me? And Danny would be like, hey, loser, fat, stupid, dumb, pathetic, worthless loser. Yeah, hop into a batch.
Somebody from is gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, they stole our fucking walkies, bro.
Yeah, that part's getting clipped because we don't want Danny to owe hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
I mean, I don't think anybody would care from though. Okay.
You'd say that, but then maybe someone from if you are watching from
Target's getting like so much backlash right now for the DEI or whatever.
Boycott Target. That's why I called off the other day. No, I said that's why I called off the other day, but that's not. It was
probably called off because what?
It was a day without an immigrant, right?
You called off?
I did, yeah.
Because of that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I gotta support my Latino brothers, but
there's no way. Okay, why did you actually call off?
Yeah.
You did not call off because
I was playing games with Bobby, and then I was like, dude, it's day without an immigrant. Should I call off?
You asked the chat.
He's like, yeah, I asked chat.
Okay, Sergio.
Chat, should I call off? And they were like, fuck it, yeah, man. Like, it's for the cause or whatever. I kind of felt bad doing it because my dad didn't call off that day, so I was like...
And he's the actual immigrant.
Yeah, I'm like, well, anybody who actually has a job is probably too pussy to do it. They're like, I don't want to fuck up my work. I don't want to, which is kind of valid, but, you got to show
I think all of the actual immigrants who need the job to sustain themselves are the ones that didn't call off. So I agree. But I also think it's nice that you called off because you can call off. But I also wonder if other people actually
can't
called
call off. I shouldn't. I really need the money.
You're like, I'm broke.
Yeah.
But
so I'll move on my part. I felt bad too because
closed.
Yeah. You want to? Okay, first before we start disclosing any more information, what do you want to say and what do you not want to say on the podcast?
I don't think we should say any
first person names or last names.
I don't think we should say any last names.
Okay.
But I don't. Yeah, maybe not people we don't directly know. So maybe from work, we'll just say like my manager or like my leader.
Right, but I wanted to tell you who was closing because then
I would have been like, who are you talking about?
Okay, yeah.
That's true. But I don't think so.
Fuck it.
I don't think she'd ever watch. Actually, she might. What if she does? Actually, I mean, it's not like you have anything against.
What if people actually watch?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they will. But so no last names. You talked that you didn't want to mention your family, like direct names, or just in general. You don't want to talk about your family?
I honestly don't care anymore. I'm like,
I'm already here.
Yeah, like
we're doing it.
If anybody actually wants to know about me or find out any weird creeper information, they could
easily look you up on Facebook.
Yeah. I've like either talked to someone online or played with someone online, and then like that who I don't even know, and then they will be like, "Oh yeah," like and then name my address, and I'm like, "Okay, how are people getting this information?" That's why
online, like people that you don't know your address.
Okay,
let's talk about the dark web,
inside gamer world right here. Since Danny is not a gamer,
no, I like to hear about it though.
Online games, you get into it with people, and something that they don't like that you say, they'll not most gamers, but you know, there's an off chance that someone who likes video games is very into tech, so they will know about the computer and how to know how to look you up and look your information. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, and then they'll like look up your IP address and stuff.
Okay, low key, I think if I was a gamer, I would be like that.
You'd be like that?
Yeah. Just to fuck with people. I wouldn't actually go and find you and hunt you down and like call you a bitch in person, but I'd definitely threaten you and be like, hey, I know where you live.
Yeah, it's definitely scary.
I think this is also a good reason why not a lot of women play video games. Actually, maybe not. I can't speak for every single woman.
Are we hitting a main topic she wrote down?
No, it's not.
Are girls good at video games?
That was not the topic.
She wrote it.
Okay. But I don't know. I don't watch video games. I only watch you guys play because I enjoy the banter and like all of that with you guys. But I don't enjoy watching other people that I don't know.
Right.
Or I feel like things have to be funny for me for me to like enjoy it. So there's a lot of gamers out there that you guys watch solely because they're good at whatever game that they're playing. I wouldn't enjoy it unless people were making jokes the whole time.
I see. I'm sorry. My phone's going off. I should have muted it. Should have mudded it.
Anyway, no, we have to introduce ourselves and talk about when we met because I actually don't remember when we met. I think the first time, no, actually, I think I do. It was when we did the New Year's Eve.
Okay, I probably should have done that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Where were we? Back to when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think it was New Year's.
2020. New Year's, like party?
Yeah, it was 2019 going to 2020, right before COVID. We were at Gina's basement for the New Year's Eve party. And I think that was the first time that I've met all of you guys. I think up until that point.
All of you guys.
Yeah. The gang.
Everyone was there? Was Tony there?
Shit. Was Tony there?
Shout out Tony.
Tony, were you there? Actually, no. I think it was definitely Matt, Celine, Bobby, Gina, Michael. Jovi was there. Joanne was there. It was that day that poor Joanne got really cooked.
Joanne gets cooked at every
Joanne
event,
gets cooked at every party, yeah.
Sorry, Joanne, but it's true.
Sorry, Joanne, but you ruined my couch the last time we got fucked up at my house.
I did have...
No, because, I was like, when we were cleaning it up, I was like, you could still smell it. So
yeah, good. I hate that. Sorry, Bobby, to throw Bobby under the bus here real quick. Perfect opportunity. He did throw up at my house when I was hosting like a little movie night or get together night. We were watching pretty sure it was like a sleepover too. I don't know how or why people ended up sleeping over. Maybe they got too drunk. But we were watching Mission Impossible.
How old were you?
I don't know. This was like still like a little bit after high school.
Okay.
Maybe like this is pre-pandemic.
Maybe of age.
Pre-pandemic for sure.
Oh, okay.
So, we watched Mission Impossible. Bobby ended up needing a blow-up mattress, so I got one, and I just remember waking up to it being like he had thrown up on it or something.
Did he at least help you clean up? I think I don't care if people throw up. I just care if they're there for the cleanup because I don't want to clean up.
Well, it was kind of easy. Most of it was on the bed, so it just to throw the bed away, and but some of it definitely seeped into the floor where I had to
So you care more. Hold on. You care more that it was on the floor than in your bed?
Well, it was a blow-up mattress.
Oh, but still, like now every time that you're gonna use that, you're gonna be like,
no, we throw it away.
Oh, you threw it away?
Yeah, threw it away.
See, I thought it was like your actual mattress. I was like, that's actually disgusting.
Yeah, no.
I would have made Bobby buy me a new one. Bobby would definitely not buy. No, he
would.
He'd be like,
think
actually,
his way out of it. Yeah,
actually, fuck
find
no.
Some excuse.
He would get you the cheapest, the cheapest blow up mattress.
I love the first podcast talking on Bobby.
Bobby's gonna be like, I wanted to be part of this, and the first thing that you guys do is not only do you not invite me, but you cook me the whole time.
Yeah, I also want to ask why there's like at least 3 topics that you wrote down about Bobby and like
Bobby.
Yeah, like questioning his friendship.
Wait, what are you talking? I did not. By the way, I did not do that.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Bobby's gonna message me separately, and he's gonna be like, "Why do you fucking hate me?" I don't hate Bobby. First of all, I think I love Bobby so much that just being around him for more than 2 hours is too much for me.
I think Bobby thinks I hate him.
Like straight out?
Yeah, which I don't.
Why? I think a lot of us in the chat.
Let's talk about the chat.
No, never mind. No, I think it's because we definitely dog on him in the chat, but because he
dishes it out.
He does dish it out.
Dude, you gotta dish it to the people that dish.
Not even that. Like you'll say something and Bobby's like, actually, there is one article that literally it's not founded by anybody with the knowledge that he's whatever subject. But this one person said this one time, did this one research where I'm right. And everybody's like, wait, what? And then we'll like read into it. And he's like, yeah, but you're wrong. And I think that's what's annoying. But I don't want to keep talking about Bobby.
I'm gonna be like, Bobby's gonna watch. Maybe Bobby doesn't even watch it, but
no, he's definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, he does. He does support us on that level.
Yes,
he'll watch your TikToks.
Bobby, thank you for being so supportive. Yeah,
but I was gonna say, not to. Just to get Bobby off the.
We'll definitely have Bobby will make an appearance at some point. Hopefully.
He barely hangs out with us. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna dog on Bobby. Okay.
We've already dogged on Bobby. The dogging has been done. We done dogged it. But actually, let's rank everybody in the group chat.
10 being the worst. 1 being the best.
Okay.
I'm willing to start at number 5. Just.
Is it Derwin? Is it me?
No.
Okay, go. I didn't think you would actually do that.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it.
I remember, never mind. I feel like over the course of the past 3 weeks, or maybe 4, actually the whole year, last year, definitely you, Gina, me, Derwin, and Sergio have gotten really close. And we say a lot of out-of-pocket shit when other squad members aren't around. So there's a lot of stuff that I feel like
out-of-pocket shit about what?
About the group? Other, yes.
I don't know
so that's why I'm like scared. Yeah, because you said something last week too about another squad member, and I was like, I've never looked at them like that. And now that you said something, I'm like, wow.
I don't remember because
I'm not gonna say it because then
I'm not gonna say it. But I said
you weren't being mean. You weren't being mean.
No. Okay, good. Because I was gonna be like, I wasn't mean, but like
you weren't. Except
I did.
If you said this to the person, I think they would not react, but they would definitely feel some type of way about it.
All right, you're gonna have to disclose this later.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
But I did say at one point in the like when we were just talking, that I have information on members of this group that you will not be able to look at them differently, and that I don't know if. Maybe some people know that I know some stuff, but maybe some people don't.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of bad blood, I guess, in our group chat, but not really. I just feel like I feel left out sometimes because there's a lot of things that you guys all went through together where I was not involved.
I feel that. That's how I felt when I first came into that group, like this group. I mean, so like just to give context to the viewers on how me and Danny know each other.
I'm married into the group chat.
Yeah, she's married in.
So like I'm not the family. Original.
So she's not made. You know what I'm saying? She can't be made. I'm just kidding. She's
okay. I agree that I was married into it, and so I was very fortunate to like be in part of the squad because I got married to the right person. But I do feel like I bring a lot of stuff into the table now. Maybe before I was too intimidated, I think, because there was like too many squad members and everybody already had a pass.
On paper, like, okay, you have to go into the group chat. There's what, like 13, 15 people in the group chat, but only maybe 10 are active?
Not even. I think maybe 8 are active.
Me, Gina, you, Derwin, Celine, Matt, Bobby, Tony, Jovi.
Michael sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Michael, actually.
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. Michael, you need to come around, please. Yes, we should just show up at his house or something.
But either way.
Anyway.
She's married to some dude named Derwin.
Yes.
I was friends with this Derwin guy in elementary school. And then I moved away to a different school. And for years until like maybe middle school and early high school when Facebook became really popular. Anyway, I moved away. Different town, different school, different friends.
By moving away, that was like 4 miles in a different direction, though.
Yeah, but in a pre-internet era where there was no social media, you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're kind of in this weird, and we'll talk about this later. And we're in this like weird spot in because we're Gen Z, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're Gen Z. So some Gen Z people are in like a really weird. Some of them, like half of them, are in a really weird position where they grew up without all this tech. Back when YouTube was still like YouTube, and maybe MySpace was popular when we were like 5 up to like 8, but Facebook really became into its own and like as a real strong social media brand.
Yeah.
And like in middle school, that's like when people started posting all the like the deep fried pictures, like the YOLO hats and the cringy band. Yeah.
No, honestly, I'd prefer that era as opposed to what we're living through.
It had its time. But
no, I think we should bring it back.
Fuck it. I'll bring it back if Derwin brings it back.
Derwin throws it back. I don't know about bringing.
Anyways, I reconnected with Derwin through Facebook, which he was cool with me, like on Facebook, but he started like if I we tried to like break common ground, like our interests are like the same or not or whatnot. But then he started quizzing me on things that I liked. Like I think I mentioned I liked Batman, and he was kind of like, "What do you know about Batman, bro? How many Robins does he have? You know, what did he do in this issue or in this game or whatever?" And I was like, "God damn, bro!" I was like, "Why is he so aggressive?"
Fast forward to now, Batman. Though, you are definitely. Maybe Derwin is the reason you are the way you are. That's crazy because are so.
No, that's Sergio's arc. Why?
No. Derwin's just touching lives out here because you are so.
I don't gatekeep.
You don't gatekeep, but you are very like. Now you know all the facts.
No.
Yes, you do.
You're
more okay. Just talking about specifically like Marvel superheroes, especially if you're yes, you're a nerd. Derwin, I think there's a lot of stuff that he doesn't know anymore. So I think it's kind of funny that like I did not know this that he would quiz you.
Well, yeah,
because
like
now I feel like
Derwin.
Tristan's the one with all of the hero knowledge.
Anyway, what did you say?
He can be. Derwin can be aggressive, I feel sometimes.
No, he's always aggressive, but not about the gatekeeping stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's kind of silly.
Me, so that's why he probably felt threatened. Like, you're talking about Batman? You like Batman?
You're like, that's my thing.
Yeah, everyone had their thing and needed to have their thing. But yeah, I guess I'm the resident nerd, like comic book movie nerd in the group. But either way, I reconnected with Derwin. I got through his questionnaire, got the friendship certificate back. We started hanging out in like maybe junior. First, we started playing games. Like over when PlayStation 4 became big and came out in 2014. I started playing video games. That's when I started playing with some of his friends that he had made through high school, like Gina, Matt. You know, we would play Call of Duty, GTA, you name it. And then I started actually hanging out with Derwin IRL. And then flash forward to when there was like a group hangout, and he was like, "Hey, mind if my friend Tristan comes through?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Which some of them knew me
back when they were party animals.
Yeah, and so yeah, I started hanging out with Derwin in real life again, and then kind of just got my way into the group. And then I think not even a year or two later, me and Gina started dating, and then have dated ever since.
Oh, so you...
I didn't know Gina until Derwin.
So what, like sophomore year, junior year in high school?
Yeah, I'd say end of sophomore year. I like knew of Gina because we played games, but then it wasn't until like late junior year I started hanging out in real life. Ended up going to like their parties and prom. I went to their prom.
Because Gina.
Because of Gina?
Didn't you go with Gina?
No, Gina went with Josh.
Oh.
Yeah, and Gina went with Josh because Josh liked Gina.
Fucking Josh.
Yeah, took Josh's girl again. Took his girl in first grade. Took his girl in, it doesn't matter what.
Josh likes all the girls, apparently. I don't even know Josh, but I know Josh because everybody just has so much Josh lore. And I just met Josh this past year in 2024 for the first time because
in the garage, right?
we invite him to all squad functions and he does not
commit.
Though here's what we had to do. We had to give him a puppy. We gifted him a puppy. And that's how I met Josh.
Yeah, I'm afraid next time I hang out with Josh, I'm gonna have to like
beat his ass.
Like get him a little car or station wagon or something.
No, now okay. Shout out to Jasmine because I think she's definitely made him kind of come around more, and it's nice to have somebody that's like supportive of you continuing your relationships with your friend group or whatever. But back to what we were talking about. How is Bobby introduced? Matt, because Matt and Derwin were best friends, and then they had a falling out, and then they just started being friends again during football or something.
I don't know all the lore from everybody. Until you, I was the newest.
The fresh.
Yeah, I was the newest member, I guess, introduced.
No, Sergio.
No. Oh, well, I guess Sergio, like me, I think knew these people before, and then also came back in. I pushed him on the chest. I was like, "Hey, I'm the new guy."
Yeah.
Fuck all that. You're not taking this away from me. Okay, I'm the new guy.
Anyway, we were talking about how some squad members aren't actually part of our squad, but I think we need to move on. Topics.
Aren't actually?
Well, they're squad, but like they're in the group chat. They're just not active. So there's a lot of people that are in our, what is it?
A group chat?
It's just a group chat that we don't really see at all. I think there's...
Shout out those lost brothers and sisters.
I mean, they're still part of it, I guess.
No. They're gone.
Okay.
They're out of here. Dunzo.
Anyway. Yes. But that's how me and you met. We were at Gina's New Year's Eve party. This was after Derwin and I had just gotten married. Derwin and I kind of eloped.
Me and Gina already dating?
Yes.
Okay, because me and Gina just hit our 7th anniversary last month, which is
we love Gina.
Fucking insane. I love Gina more.
Oh my God.
I have to.
You have to say that. Gina's gonna be like, "Why didn't you say it?"
It's contract binded, not yet.
Okay. Well, for the prompts, we did say that we were going to talk about 5 years from now. So, are you thinking
5 years
marriage?
from now, I will be married. Me and Gina will be married.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I think you guys should elope. None of my business, but
elope.
Elope.
What does that mean?
Elope.
What is elope?
Like you just have like a court wedding.
That's what I told her. She wants a
big wedding.
A ring. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you do need a ring.
You don't need shit. You don't need shit to get married, okay? We're basically married.
You guys do. They live together. I remember this is like a weird topic, but when Derwin and I were already set on getting married when I went to Texas. Mm-hmm. But he hadn't actually proposed because we hadn't seen each other in like months. So when I did show up, I was worried that when he gave me the ring, I wasn't going to cry.
You were worried that
I wasn't going to cry.
A specific reaction?
Because everybody cries, I think, whenever you get proposed to. I was like that. And I was, at the time, I think I was so numb to like emotions at the time that I was like, what if I don't cry? Like, what if I don't feel the need to cry? And I did cry. There's no video of it because it was just me and Derwin at the barracks. But he did make it all cute and he did like this whole setup for it and it was very beautiful. But I was really worried that I wasn't going to cry. And then when it happened, I was like, I just started fucking crying because I was like, oh, this is so nice. This is the love of my life. But the whole time I was like, what if I don't cry? Yeah. Those are good times. But we've never had a wedding.
Hell.
Fuck you. You just said you're not going to fucking get married. Or you're not going to have a big wedding.
It's going to be a party.
Can I please? You don't even know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say?
Can I plan it?
No. Fuck no. I'm not planning your wedding. Maybe I would plan Gina's wedding, but I wouldn't plan your wedding. Because you're picky.
It is going to be Gina's wedding. I'm not getting no wedding. The wedding is for Gina. You know what I'm saying?
It's for both of you. But no, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, can I give a speech during your wedding?
Yeah.
I'll definitely cry.
We need people to do that because I don't know what people would say about me or Gina. I mean, there's endless things to say about Gina.
Dude, oh my God, you sell yourself too short too.
Okay, give me your speech right now.
No, I'm just excited because I want to like... I want to make them cry, but chances are I'll probably be the one that ends up crying and be like, I just love you guys so much. I'm gonna
let you do all that, get all the tears out, and then I'm just gonna be like, glazing.
You fucking won.
Such a cringe.
But then Derwin's gonna be like, I also want to give a speech. Derwin's a good writer, though. I'll give him that. Yeah, Derwin's good at writing.
Derwin's good at reading. Derwin's
just him. I picked a really good person to get married with, even though I kind of want to fight him sometimes.
Should fight him.
I do.
Derwin needs some punishment once in a while.
Yeah. What would your punishment for Derwin be?
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to find the right punishment for Derwin because he ends up liking it. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were being serious.
No, I gotta switch it up. I'm always serious. Mm-hmm. Especially at work. Nobody sees me silly at work. I'll tell you that. If anyone, which I assume.
You know how Tristan started this video saying that I would call him a loser and stuff? That shit put a smile on his face. So I guess take it how you will. Tristan likes to be degraded.
For those watching who know me from work, because I assume that's the kind of people that that's the kind of people that are going to be on Danny's TikTok, seeing this, seeing all the whatever ads that she makes and TikTok
I have a lot of
clips.
besties.
Yeah, work of besties.
I think you.
Fuck you.
You are so not. You're very
professional.
Yes, you're very professional, but
I'd say so.
Also, you are very. You don't let a lot of people in. I feel they have to go through the Tristan
Fitness Gram Pacer test.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah,
is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that. For real though.
You do though. You do. I feel like you put everybody on trial whenever you meet them.
The fuck?
I feel like you do.
No, not like Derwin.
You're not as.
Hey, name me.
You're not.
Name 5 albums.
Okay. I feel like you're not as outgoing, but once people get you yapping, people are like, "Oh, I love Tristan."
I don't know. You didn't like me when you first met me.
Oh yeah, I did not like Tristan.
Let's talk about that.
I don't remember. Okay, you know when you meet somebody's friends or you go and you meet people you don't know, you give off that vibe that I'm being graded. Vibe? No, that I was like
judged,
being judged or being graded on.
Who the fuck cares? Who cares about what
I know?
People think?
Okay, now I don't give a fuck. But this was like 5 years ago when I met you for the first time.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think that's why I didn't like you, because I think you made me feel like I wasn't in the group. But it was our first. It's our first interaction.
I agree with that.
It was our first interaction, so I kind of understood it. But then we hung out, I think, various times after that, and it still felt like you guys were still just talking to Derwin. And I think it's different when you're being brought into the group chat as a spouse, because you don't have those connections yet. So yeah, I have to build them with you guys.
True.
And I guess it works both ways.
Makes a strong friendship.
But how would you feel if I was like not invested in creating relationships with you and Gina, or you and, you know what I mean? Then
how would I feel?
I would, yeah, because at the end of the day, I would hope, actually, I don't know, because Derwin loves his friends. Like,
he loves me.
He does. He does. But imagine if I was a kind of girl that was like, fuck no, like I need to be your priority. And I think I did have to learn that with him.
Girls like that. We're not going to name names here. We listen and we don't judge.
I judge.
Yeah, low key.
We judge. But if I was that kind of person, and I was at the beginning, I feel, so maybe you had every right to think like that about me. But
I honestly don't remember caring.
Whatever.
I was just like, Derwin's wife is here. Nice. We get to meet her and get to know her more because, okay, all right.
There was one comment that you said that pissed me off.
Like way early on into the friendship?
No, this was last year.
Last year?
This was last year.
What?
It was, or no, maybe it was like 2 years ago. It was when we first moved back.
Do you remember what it is?
Yeah, and I know I'm going to say it and you're going to invalidate my feelings. So I'm just going to say it anyway, whatever. But you wanted Derwin to go bowling.
Okay.
You wanted Derwin to go bowling. Or the gang wanted to go bowling, something like that. And I was like, I don't know. Derwin asked me if we should go.
Right.
And I don't know if it was in the chat or
I guess?
on the phone.
Can I make a guess?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
I said something maybe like, dude, we invited you and not Danny.
Because that's like bogus.
That wasn't a thing. That wasn't a diss to you that we didn't want you there. We felt that Derwin would kind of use you as
real time.
What? Hold on, say that again.
I was like invalidating my feelings in real time.
I'm giving you context to what I said and what I meant, which was sometimes we felt that Derwin would use you as an excuse to not go if he didn't want to go. And he would kind of like use you as a crutch, because maybe not a crutch, because like he loves you and wants you to be there with him. There was like a point where Derwin, once you guys got married, he would stop hanging out with us if you didn't want to go as well. Which I don't know. Is that W husband?
No, because here's the thing. At the time, we were arguing about it.
Arguing about what?
About that. We would argue because Derwin was very adamant. No, he was very adamant about going to all of the squad hangouts. But there was times where we had to do other things. Mm-hmm. And Derwin would always prioritize hanging out with friends. And I think that's why we would argue, because I'm like, I understand that this is a priority for you, but we have other priorities.
Oh, so Derwin only wanted to come if you would agree, so that if you guys were both out, he'd be off the hook. Okay.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you're yelling at Derwin because he's kind of prioritizing hanging out more with us. But if he was to get you to come along with, then he would be off the hook because you would be with him.
Maybe that's why he was like, oh, no, I really want you to go. I want to share this with you. But really, Derwin just wanted to go.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Either way, I'm sorry for what I said. If it made you feel like you were...
How do you remember that?
How do I remember it?
Because you knew you should.
Because I knew I should have said that. I knew. I was like, oh shit. And wait, were you in the group chat when I said that?
I don't know who told me.
I'm not the person
I don't
to
remember.
Like, you know. See, this is why I remember it not being from a place of like ill will against you, because I would never say something.
You just
like
thought it was
that.
funny.
Yeah, sometimes I might say out of pocket shit, for the joke.
Yeah.
But I would never say something like that if it was ill will, like behind your back or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember if it was.
I tried to get Derwin. I didn't try to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think at the time we were already having arguments about that, just because.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: at the beginning, I did not understand how close everybody in the group chat was. I think I was just kind of like, oh, whatever, these are your friends, because I've never had friends that have been together for, what is it, like 17 years now?
Yeah, I've also had an aha moment like that where I was, and it only grows. The aha moment only gets bigger and better as time passes, because you see all of these friend groups that you knew were really close in high school together and knew each other just like we did from our childhood, that are just so distant and not as close as we are still now to this day.
Yeah,
It's
I think
crazy. And grateful for that, you know?
Yeah.
So many people, like, I think collectively our mentality and like mental health is so much better because we are still so close, talking to each other and hanging out with each other on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis.
I definitely agree. And then we also saw that, I think, when we were hanging out with Steven and his friends.
Oh, yeah, I like those guys.
They all have a friend group within themselves, and it's kind of similar to our friend group. But I think that's why I like hanging out with them, because it's nice to see that other people are still just as close, that it's not just us. I think, but I also kind of hate it because all of these friend groups are mostly made out of dudes. Because girls are so...
We have... Okay, well, the dude to girl ratio is bigger, but not like 10-1. It's like 3 to 7. It's almost almost 4 to 7.
But mostly, but what I'm getting at is that it's mostly dude friendships or dude squads that stay together longer for after high school in general.
Wonder why that is. Let's take a deeper dive into the social relations of
women,
working adults.
Are women funny? Let's hear it, Tristan. We want to know the truth.
Tell me a joke. Now Gina cracks me up.
I feel like you don't give Gina enough credit for her jokes. Yeah.
Like when?
I think there's a lot of times where Gina cracks a joke, and I think she looks to you for approval, and you're like just on your phone.
Okay, well, one, because
you're like,
sometimes she will tell you guys like some jokes that she makes in the crowd or like in the chat,
but she's looking to you.
But some jokes she's saying to you guys that are making you guys laugh, she has told me before.
Or they're your jokes?
No, not that they're my jokes, but like she's not a joke stealer like Derwin, but
Derwin's gonna be so
no, because let's talk about this. Derwin, he's not a joke stealer, but
he uses the same jokes over and over. He does.
Let me explain.
Maybe I've just been married with him.
Sometimes I will say a joke, either if it's in the group chat on text or in real life, but because maybe sometimes I'm a little shy, because what if this joke doesn't land, or what if I'm not fun? Self insecurities. I'll say it maybe like quietly, or like kind of like where only the 2 people in front of me
can hear
out of like the 7 or 8 people hear me, and he'll either laugh, acknowledge the joke, or if he doesn't quite hear me but subconsciously hears me and like says it out loud and maybe thinks that he's saying it, then it'll get the laugh, and I'm like, okay, buddy, like, what are we doing? Like, but it's my own fault.
Have you ever acknowledged that to him?
Yeah, just put it in the chat the other day. That's what we were talking about
when we were roasting him.
Yeah, like, but not really.
Sorry.
Maybe Derwin doesn't agree or see it that way, and it's not even a big deal.
Derwin is
like people just do that subconsciously. Like, it's not just Derwin. Like Gina would tell a joke that I have told her, or not even jokes. I would tell her something like just knowledge or trivia, and then later she'll tell me like I didn't just tell her that. And I'm like, Gina, I was the one that told you this. She's like, oh yeah, that's where I learned it from. But you know, Gina be like that sometimes. I be like that sometimes. So it's whatever.
I definitely don't be like that.
Now you just know.
I just know I'm funny. So I'll just laugh at my own jokes.
I have that problem too. I love comedy so much.
This is why I appreciate you too, because sometimes you say something and you'll just start. I love when people make jokes and then they laugh at themselves because it's like so funny to them. That I think is so fun. I love that.
That's me though. Like, I admire people who are just naturally funny and don't laugh because it's just so much aura. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't laugh at your own joke. But that's so.
Just as like it's like.
I would not want to train myself to not laugh because I'm hilarious. So why wouldn't I laugh?
Yeah, I love to laugh too. But then I don't know, because I think that way. I think other people will think that way and think I'll come off as like, oh, this guy thinks he's funny, which I'm like, I know I'm funny, but like, come on.
I think you just lost aura points for not letting people laugh at their own jokes.
No, I mean, you could laugh. I just think that, like, because I do it. I don't judge people for things that I do, you know?
But you think they have less aura?
No, I think, well, okay, compared to people who don't laugh at their own jokes, you don't see, like, because I love comedy. I watch comedians.
Okay, let me put it this way.
And they don't. I appreciate the art form of it.
Who's the funniest person in the chat? Not include. You can't say yourself.
It's got to be Bobby. It's got to be Bobby or Derwin. Me and Bobby's, this is why I love Bobby so much, even though he may not feel the same way. But I think me and Bobby's comedy match the most with each other. Like, I'll understand stuff that he says. No, sometimes.
You guys are so out of pocket sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, bad.
No. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, the difference is, which is why I say this is it's so surprising, because me and Bobby's ideologies, they will, maybe to the group, they'll seem radically different, like his belief system and my belief system, but they are so close. They were actually so close together. Just the things that we say, because we're both kind of combative and argumentative, it'll seem like we're at odds.
Let's talk about last week.
Last week?
Or 2 weeks ago.
Fuck, no.
I told Tristan he was an elitist, which other people in the group chat have agreed that he's an elitist.
Define elitist.
And he sat here and he was like, what does that even mean? Do you even know what you're saying? And so he looked up the definition and he was like, this is not me.
It is not me.
One of the definitions was that you feel inferior to other people's opinions.
I made the comparison for elitism and being a snob to racism, which, on surface people are going to be like, that's not the same thing. But it is. It is in the context of if you're a music. Okay, let's just
listen. This is going to turn into a Joe Rogan.
No.
Okay.
For argumentative sake, let's go, or just clearing it up. Let's go from here.
Okay.
So
I think the title of this is going to be Is Tristan elitist?
Question mark. Like spicy like pepper emoji.
Yeah.
Like, oh, drama. Anyway,
oh, drama.
Anyway, let's talk about elitism with music, because this was the example,
context, right? Yeah.
That's the context. Okay. Music a music elitist, like the definition, is someone who thinks that their music taste is superior to another person. Therefore, they will look at the other person as inferior or less of a person because they don't like what they like, and vice versa, you know? Okay. That is not how I feel about art in general. Whether it's movies, paintings, books, or music, my philosophy is all art is subjective. Anybody who likes what they like, good for them. Dislikes what they dislike, good for them. Nothing is subjectively better than, another person's opinion. Like, let's say the movie La La Land, because we just watched that together. Mm-hmm. If I really love it, which I do, I've seen it like maybe 9 to 10 times in the theater alone. Mm-hmm. Like, I love it. I think it's like one of my favorite movies ever. But if someone doesn't like it for whatever reason, they are 100% valid to why they don't like it, because the whole thing, movie, it's subjective. That's what it is. And it'll never be objective, like ever. And that's a whole nother conversation. But
okay. However, I agree that you respect other people's opinions. It's not that you don't understand other people's opinions. It's that when somebody does give their opinion to you, you're like, well, yeah, you either argue with them about why they shouldn't think that way, or you're like, okay, well, all right, I guess that's what you think. And then you move on.
Okay.
Which is
That's not elitism. That's not elitism.
Okay, but how would you feel if you were like, oh, I really like this, and I'm like, that's dog shit, and you're like, yeah, but like this and this, and I'm like, yeah, all right, well, you can think that way, whatever.
That is entirely, I would not care, honestly.
Okay, but I'm saying other people do care.
Now, what you're talking about, other people's feelings toward what you say, if you are arguing for something, that is a completely separate, different topic than the definition of elitism that we're talking about. Because we already established I am not, because I'd given my philosophy.
I did not. Nobody agreed. That's funny, because that day that you were explaining, I did not agree that you were not an elitist, and Gina was also like, you're definitely an elitist.
No, you guys turned your ears off and said, yeah, nice yap session, but I'm gonna still call you that. That's literally what you said. So
no, because we try to explain it to you, and you were like, no,
I'm understanding.
Absolutely not. You can call me combative, you can call me this, but I am not an elitist. That is what you said.
Yeah, you can call me argumentative. You could call me whatever you want when it comes to like, my camera had died. Don't know why. It said battery exhausted. Maybe we need to figure out a way to plug it in. This is the pilot episode. We are still figuring out the technicals. So if this podcast was not up to snuff with whatever number one podcast you watch on whatever the hell, please give us a break. We are trying.
I promise you, literally nobody cares.
We've never filmed. My experience with film in general is I made like maybe 1 or 2 vlogs. I edit like footage and gameplay that is not of me or someone else on camera. Don't know how all this stuff works. But we're trying, so bear with us. Any closing thoughts, statements you want to make?
Yeah.
Any future plans, future goals? Not in life, but with this podcast. What can the viewers expect?
I think...
we should end it there. Like, just post it there. Yeah. I think... just end it. That is so fitting.
That's so good.
See you guys.
Our cameras died.
Signing out. Both our cameras died. Thanks for listening.
See you later.
See you next time on Tandem Thoughts.
Bye.
Bye.